this while we're out here in Idaho. And taking a stop, I'm going to make some brunch here. And get this over here. I'm making some more of the, using up the rest of that beef. So, gonna make some beef and macaroni again. And this time I'm gonna do it, Miss Lily. Miss Lily. She is in my face. But, yeah, nice to take a little break here for a while. Okay. Oop. Need to put this on here. There we go. Put it on my mat. And I'm going to put this over the steaming area because I don't want it to steam and wet this. So we're going to go ahead and put that there. Putting that over. Okay. Here we go. So we're just going to let that go ahead and do its thing. I think I'm going to turn this way so that I can get out some cards and we'll do a read while I'm letting that steam. So let's grab a deck. I think we'll use the where to go? Here it is, the Desert Illuminations one today, and we'll just look and see what it has to say. I'm doing an open read. Now we know that Trump is in total meltdown mode. He's saying, oh, Pam Bondi, and they're going to look into the happenings with all these Democrats when it comes to Epstein. And you know, Clinton was on that island, what was it, 28 times? Well, unfortunately for him, there's an email from Epstein that said he was never on the island. But, caveat, doesn't mean he wasn't on the Lolita Express, which he was. And we know that was also set up with bedrooms. So even though he wasn't on the island, doesn't mean that he didn't have shenanigans going on. But a lot of damning emails are coming out about how they were looking to get over on Trump with Putin, etc. So much stuff coming out. So Trump is wigging out. So let's see what we have. So the first thing out is the readings about. Let's see. Okay. Two of Cups, Two of Jugs in this. So what's being shared? It's about some things that are being shared. The energy coming into it is, okay, Knight of Chilies. So this fight, this action's taking place, charging forward with what's being shared. Okay. A lot of hoopla about what's being shared, and it's coming out rapidly. Above it, we have the Seven of Knives, also Seven of Swords. So what he's trying to get away with, okay? What he's trying to get away with, and the foundation is this moving forward, where it's being driven to, okay? So he's trying to get people out there, but a lot of his surrogates are leaving, running away, going, yeah, no, okay? So it's not going well. So what's going on today? We have, the Ten of Chilies. This is hot. Chilies are hot. This is a hot thing that he's having to carry. The burden. Not easy. So what's going on above it? Trying to hang on. Okay. So what he's trying to hang on to this time is, going after Democrats, trying to shift it to Democrats, of course. But we have the Knight of Jugs. So unfortunately the bucking bronco of what's being offered up. What's being offered up? The challenge is the Queen of Jugs. Yeah, that horrible little challenge that's the women that are speaking out. Those that were girls that are now women. I saw they had a thing on today where they're going to name names. Now he thinks he's got this caveat because one person, Giuffre, said he was quite fine with her. She didn't see anything. Well, that's one person out of hundreds and thousands, okay? So that doesn't mean anything, because this is his sticking point. Those that were actually abused by him. Potential outcome being overturned. Okay? The Hangman being overturned by these women that actually know what happened, that were there in living color. So above it, we have, yes, the concrete thing, what's going to be handed out, the evidence in hand that's handed out, what he's trying to repress and get away with, and of course, always the wheel, his turned. So the wheel is turning on him because the women are speaking out, and so what's driving this is what he's juggling, all this concrete stuff that's coming in now, okay? Not going well for him. Moving forward, what's being offered up is turning the tide, what he's trying to get away with, what he's trying to hang on to. Unfortunately for him, more stuff is coming out and being offered up. So let's go ahead and we'll pick these up. And we're going to go ahead and do the clarifying read and see what it has to say. Give these a good ruffle shuffle again. Okay, so let's see what we have. In the center of it all, we have, first thing out, yeah, out in the cold. When it comes to the evidence, the Five of Pentacles. We got the dead skull there, okay? So he's out in the cold when it comes to the evidence. Above it, what is being strengthened? The card of strength. The more evidence that comes out, the more trouble he is. And we have, of course, the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Knives. Okay? Yeah. Not good. Not good for him. All of these little inconvenient truths are coming out. Okay? That strengthen it. The more of these evidence things that come out, the more it's raining down on him. Excuse me. Oh. So on one side of it, we have the long term, the Knight of Cactus, or the evidence in hand, the concrete things, slow moving. Slow moving. And we have above it the Four of Jugs, the Four of Cups. So he's trying to do what he can to ignore it. Doesn't want it to come out for the long term. The foundation is what's being shared. And, you know, he's hoping that these fake Christians, the Antichrist Christians, will help to move him. Okay, help to move him forward. Hold on, let me get a thing. I need to take care of my nose because I will keep sneezing otherwise. Okay, no, Lily. On the other side, we have, no, Lily, Mickey, no, Mickey, Lily, there's a guy with his little dog. Mickey, stop it. Come over here, sit. No, you sit, stay. No, quiet. Quiet. Mickey, it's enough. They're going away. Come on. So, sorry about that. On the other side of it, we have, Compassion, Queen of Jugs. The lid is off. They're exposing this. Now, one of these Magatonians, we have Marjorie Trader Green and Bobert are both standing up to have this put out. Now, Marjorie Trader Green still thinks that he's just covering over for some wealthy people, but he really had nothing to do with it. Yeah. Oh, Lord. Above it, we have, the Eight of Jugs, or the Eight of Cups, which is wanting to distance from it. This is gaining strength, but, of course, he's trying to ignore it, trying to distance from it. The foundation is the Nightmare, okay? The Nightmare, the Nine of Knives. Each one of these is more of a nightmare that's being shared. And his delusion, okay? His delusion when it comes to these fake Christians that they're going to aid him, because the long term with this, he's out in the cold and he's losing MAGA people, okay? Is what it says here. So what's being shared, he's out in the cold with being able to distance from it. It's not going to happen. He can't do it. He's trying to ignore it, but he's out in the cold and more of the nightmare is coming in, okay? And when it comes to this delusion that he's going to be saved by the fake Christians, that's not going to happen either. So let's see, underneath of it all, driving it, we have the Four of Knives, the Four of Things. So this is mentally wanting to retreat, dying from it. And we know he's mentally dying. And the burden is hitting him even harder. The Ten of Chilies is affecting his mind. When it comes to the Magatonians singing their song, that's not working. Because they see, the devil, the drama, his dark things that are happening. And when it comes to moving forward, the Chariot, we have things are being overturned. Here we go, the Hangman being overturned because they are charging forward. The Knight of Chilies, the Knight of Wands, charging forward with these actions. When it comes to democracy, the King of Jugs, and this is also him being ruled by the emotions, but there is an agreement, okay? An agreement that this needs to end, okay? The Death card. That an end is coming when it comes to his abuse of power. The Five of Knives, or the Five of Swords. When it comes to his abuse of power, it's time to temper it, okay? And do the right thing with the right action, okay? So, they're turning on him. He is now, they're starting to see that he's an absolute liar. They know because of the way that the economy's going. They know what's happening at the grocery store. They know what's happening at the gas pump. They know what's happening. So they're finally opened their eyes to he is just delusional. He's putting out his delusional fantasy land that has no basis in reality any longer. And so a number of them are finally seeing that. And, whatever he's saying, that it's 180 degrees away from what's actually happening. So, he's trying to control, facing a loss because of the new evidence that's coming out. So there he is, wanting to control everything. But the Five of Jugs, Five of Cups, he's facing the loss because new evidence is coming out. Page of Cactus, messages, new concrete messages of evidence are coming out. Underneath of it all, judgment, okay? So, it's not working for him. Just not working. And so it doesn't matter how many times I pull the cards. If you've been watching this channel, you've seen that it doesn't matter how many times I pull the cards, it keeps coming out the same thing. The wheel is turned. Karma is in play. People are not believing him anymore. MAGA is falling away from him. Now Marjorie Taylor Greene even has fallen away. Now he says she's no longer part of MAGA. She's a traitor, etc., etc. And Boebert actually walked away. And I guess she was still trying to promote him and stuff. But I guess she put something else out online that said that, basically she was pressured. They took her in there and they really tried to pressure her to not sign this thing, okay? But she did anyway. So, yeah. I mean, when you have Epstein coming out and got emails saying he's the dirtiest one he's ever seen, Epstein, as dirty as Epstein was, and he's saying that Trump does not have one decent cell in his body, okay? Now, you know he was involved in trafficking, money laundering, everything. When they say there were girls out there swimming bikinis, he ran right into the right into the sliding glass door. Because he was so hot to trot. Okay? You know there is a ton more to come out. Now, when they get to release these files, 9 out of 10, like I said, they went out and scrubbed out everything that had to do with Trump. If they release them, they're going to try to scrub everything that has Trump's name in it. I guarantee it. That's what his, his Patriot FBI department, yeah, what they'll do. Trying to scrub everything, but they can't scrub what's coming from Epstein's family, from the things they've got that they haven't been able to manipulate. So we'll see what happens. But it's going to come out. It's going to come out, okay? There's so much, he's so much more dirty than people even realize, okay? Now, they could say Jeffrey said that he was always good with her. Well, what about the one that was 13-year-old he slapped across the face and raped her anyway? What about that one? Okay, yeah. So there's way more of that still to come out. More of those things to come out. Yep. So, now, if you are cooking in your car, this would be steaming. This is steaming. As you can see, I put that on there, and that is catching that steam. From coming up on my vehicle up here. Okay, so just put a little paper towel over it so it doesn't steam up your car. Another thing I could do is open my sunroof, and that also helps if it's, but I'm running the climate control here. If I weren't running the climate control, I could open the side doors and open the sunroof and things, and that mitigates things as well. So on that note, I'll leave that here. I'm going to continue to work on my lunch, and we'll see you online.